Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name is Ben and I'm from CMS, and in today's video we're going to be revisiting the Magic Mobility 360 from Sunrise Medical. We did do a full review of this product, which we'll put a link in the either description or up above, but that was with one of our clients, and naturally with one of our clients there will be certain limitations to what we can do, where we can go. We don't want to get too stuck. So this time around I thought it would be quite nice to actually push it to its absolute limits and actually try and get it stuck to see what it can and can't do. So we're going to be putting it through its paces in a sort of a field, muddy water environment to see what happens and how it tackles it. Here we go. For one of our first tests for the Magic 360, we are on a typical sort of dog walk and we're coming across some rather big puddles and very wet mud. The challenge here is to maintain that traction and also to keep momentum going through it. Naturally, the challenge really with the mid-wheel drive is that the caster wheels are going to be acting as guidance, and if they get stuck or if they're trying to veer in one direction, it can then send the chair in that direction. So we're going to see how it copes with maybe one of the main drive wheels in, so we'll keep one on the sort of a firmer surface and the other going through the wet mud. I always put myself in a little bit of tilt so that my centre of gravity is as far over the main drive wheels as possible, and hopefully it's more stable for me and more stable for the chair. But yeah, first test, here we go. Okay, so for test number 2, we are further along the dog walk and we have approached sort of, well, it's an incline, it's a hill, but it's overgrown. There's lots of sort of loose wood, bark, that kind of thing, and shrubbage. And I'd probably say it's around like 12 to 15 degrees of incline. And so we're gonna see whether or not it makes it up it, and then obviously see if we can get down again as well. So I mean, it ploughed through it nicely actually. It did well. I actually was expecting it to be less stable than it was, but it's always a weird sensation when you've got the one wheel down the track and then the other obviously up in the centre. Once you've got momentum, you're absolutely fine. It's as soon as you stop or you try and turn, like there, by taking the pressure out of the tyre means that there is more surface area because it compresses when the weight's on it. There is therefore more surface area going over the ground to then create more traction. Whereas if you had like a really inflated tyre, then you just spin up because there'll be less contact with the ground, because it will only just be that central bit on the tyre. The only negative of deflating is the fact that you're actually creating more resistance, and therefore you're going to drain the batteries a lot quicker because they're having to pull a lot more. So that's why you just got to get the right balance depending on the terrain that you're going over. That's pretty good though. That was, I mean, how powerful that was if it literally just dug itself through. But I definitely noticed a difference with the tyres deflated. We've now gone up the incline and we've gone through along this sort of farmer's track essentially, The third test now is going to be trying to cross the track, and it's this sort of gully, this sort of channel here, that is going to be the biggest test, and I'm almost certain it won't do it. And in actual fact, even looking at it now, I'm just like, there's absolutely no way I'm going to do it. So even like slow-mo, just to demonstrate, obviously going down it, nice and controlled, well, relatively controlled, but you get to this point here, well, even if I was to, I don't know whether that's the footplate actually, if I tilted it up slightly, there's not enough weight. And I mean, it probably didn't help that I did it really slow-mo, but if we did it again, but with a bit of momentum, yeah, no way. And now I can't even turn left or right, back, completely beached. Okay, so a final test for the Magic 360 is going to be a ploughed field. Now, obviously, I don't want to go straight over a ploughed field because we don't annoy any farmers, but what we are going to do is we're going to go diagonally across. It's been raining loads, it's going to be very thick, very heavy and very slippery mud. We've got as low pressure as we possibly can in the tyres, and I've tried to clean them off as much as I can, just so it gives it a best chance. I don't want to start the test with them mud filled, so we'll see how it goes. Come on. This is going to be a struggle getting out of this. No go. But yeah, apart from that, not too bad a test. Just don't take it on a ploughed field. A muddy ploughed field after lots of rain. Okay, that is a wrap. All done with the testing on the Magic 360. Overall, passed most tests. I was actually really surprised with with going through the water. I thought that was going to struggle a lot more than it did, but I think unexpectedly it was actually quite firm underneath, so got a blitz through it, which is great. Then going through the incline and the shrubs and bushes and the thicker sort of mud, going through that woodland area. Again, it was kind of unconventional, but it did make it through. We had one accident or one incident, which I don't know whether we'll show on camera, but we did manage to tip the chair. But yeah, then finally through the mud on the ploughed field. Complete no-go, absolute failure. It was just, we had momentum, but naturally, as soon as the mud filled the tread of the tyres and the caster wheels sort of sunk in, they are kind of narrow. Maybe they could do with actually being a slightly wider profile. That would help. But yeah, as soon as that dug in and filled up the tread and the tyres, we weren't going anywhere, and it was interesting getting it out. A lot of dragging through mud, which is fun, and now I'm very, very dirty. This is not an instructional or an educational video. This is an entertainment-based video, so I hope you found it entertaining. It was pushing it to its limit, seeing what it can and can't do. Overall, I think as an off-road chair, performed very, very well. If you did like this video, please hit that thumbs up button. If you have any questions at all about this chair or any other chairs that we feature in the videos, leave a comment in the comment section below, or follow the link to our website, which will be in the description. There is a full review video of this chair, which I mentioned with one of my clients, and that will be in a link up here somewhere. Again, and I'll also put a link in the description. And subscribe to the channel, please. Really helpful, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much.